Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super-Duper Duplicant Challenge. This is episode 5, and today is the big one, the one that we have been waiting for. Hopefully today, we will successfully introduce 49 more duplicants, bringing this Super-Duper Duplicant Challenge from 1 Super Meep up to 1 plus 49 duplicants in this base here. We've built all of the nice cots and everything. We still have to build the place where we're going to do all of the cooking right there, so there's going to be some tiles modifications and all that good stuff right there. And we also have to build oxygen, clearly, because we need to be able to breathe. However, that will not take very long, and I probably will not do all of it here with Super Meep. I will introduce many of these duplicants halfway through that process so that they have something to do and a little bit sense of urgency. The other thing that we're going to need to do in this episode is we're going to have to touch this little sleet wheat farm down here. Now, this sleet wheat farm is done all right the way it's been for now. There's a good amount of food that's been built up over the many cycles now. I mean, look at this. Cycle 579. We're a little bit past where I was hoping to have, this base at cycle 100 have 50 duplicants, and that didn't happen. Then I was hopefully had 100 duplicants at cycle 200, but you know what? That didn't happen either. However, we did build this crazy power plant last time, so that's going to provide us with a lot of power to power a lot of the stuff that we need. However, there's many things that still need to be built, but they will be built much quicker with 49 extra duplicants to help the workload, despite Meep being here, and having all of his awesome abilities. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and get the oxygen construction underway. So the system I'm going to use for oxygen is going to be a self-powering hydrogen system. So this unit will, use an electrolyzer, and then that electrolyzer will give off both hydrogen and oxygen, and then hydrogen is going to go up and to the left, oxygen will go down to the right into the base. Let me go ahead and show you that. I've featured this before in one of my other videos. However, if this is your first one, then this might be new to you. I'll also pick up this wheeze squirt while I'm here, because that's going to be nice and useful. Come on. You can do it, Super Meep. Get on over here. Alright, so I got the first self-powering electrolyzer system built here. And you can see that I have a gas pump, the electrolyzer. What this will do is it'll fill up with hydrogen, and that hydrogen will filter out over here. Pretty much self-filtering, but I still have a gas filter that's going to be right there. I'll actually have 2 of these systems set up. So I'll have this exact same setup right down here. And that will also feed this exact same hydrogen generator right there. This is also plugged into a manual generator in case that battery drops down too far. The one thing I do have to connect to here is some sort of clean water source. That way the electrolyzer has something to burn, or I guess in this case, divide, and that's going to come from this steam geyser over here. So I have to tap this steam geyser. Now I've already tapped one which is way, way, way down here. However, I don't really want to pump liquid all the way from down there, all the way up to here. I mean, that just doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I'm not going to do that, at least right off the bat, but I think I'll tap this one here. That way it's a nice closed system. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a nice airlock here, and then I'll dig down, get all this built, and then I'll put in my pump and a wire that'll allow me to get that out of there. And then I'll drag that wire back across the base until I get it over there. So it's all just plugged in and runs off by itself. Alright, so here we go. Come on, Super Meep, you can do this. Digs super, super fast, so that'll be good. Sounds really cool when he goes through all these pneumatic doors. For the sake of it, I'm going to go ahead and put 3 liquid pumps in here. That way it's just ready to go. I can use it wherever I need. Looks like I have a little bit of polluted water to deal with. I don't know if I can mop that, but I can definitely mop this. Maybe I could just get rid of it that way. There we go. And see if I can close that stuff off. I don't want to poison the water hole, if you know what I mean. What's the temperatures inside of there? Oh, they're toasty, but it isn't that bad. It'll get worse. There we go. Mop this stuff up. There, just get rid of it. Before this stuff gets like ridiculously hot, I should probably go ahead and try to build this up. See if I have enough height to do all that. Now, Meep, don't go killing yourself. There you go. Close. Now, I'm going to need a lot more abyssalite to get all of this stuff built here, so I'm going to go ahead and mine this and replace it with some other stuff. Alright, so I'm now producing a good amount of power, so I'm going to plug in my first outlet here. I've been running the coal generator up here for a while to kind of power a lot of the base, and even to run this pump down here, but I don't really need that. At this point, this thing is actually producing quite a lot of power, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it do its thing. Come on, Super Meep, let's finish this up. I don't need it to sit around and get hotter. As it is emitting more and more steam, it's just gonna get hotter, so. Come on, Meep. Okay, good news. While we were away, this entire thing cleared up as far as polluted oxygen. There is still a little bit over here that's trapped at the top, but over here on the left, it's nothing but carbon dioxide, so that's good. Matter of fact, I might have been trying to feed that puff a little bit too much of the carbon dioxide, so now it's just working off the polluted oxygen that's there. And that poses its own problem down here with all the carbon dioxide that found its way out. Whoops. Tell you what, I'll put a little algae terranium down there. That'll clear up this carbon dioxide eventually. Uh-oh, something bad's happened down here. A lot of liquid has found its way down here. A lot of clean water. I think I stored a little bit of ice over here. I didn't think I stored that much. Jeez. Guess that was a bad idea. It's alright, I'll take care of that. I got this big area over here that I could just fill up. Something like that. So, that'll free up this area, then I'll just flow down like that. Alright, so here's kind of a fun thing. So, since all this liquid down here is clean water, it's flowing into the algae terranium. So it's actually filling itself. I don't have to worry about it. Ha! Okay, so somehow, over all these cycles, the hatch found its way back into its home over here. Made it through the door again somehow, I guess. To prevent this, I'm gonna try to change up this little door system here so it can't go up 2 tiles, right? But a duplicant can. Alright, then I'll put a couple of ladders here. And unless a hatch can climb a ladder, which I don't think it can, that should be just fine. There we go. That'll work a little bit better. Forget digging this stuff out. Just forget it. Don't need to do all that. I want to make sure I get all the water out of here so that way when I go to mop this stuff up, right? I get that liquid out of there. I don't want that there. That'll just cause problems. Come on now. Come on, Meep. You can do this. Meep's got a lot to do, and everything takes a lot of cycles anymore. Looking forward to having a lot more to work with here. Alright, there we go. We got some juice in there, so that should be all good to go. But I do still need this pipe built. Okay, slowly but surely I'm in the process of reworking the power system here. That way my cooking stations over here will have all of their, power that they need. Also power a couple things like the air scrubbers and whatnot. Try to zone it up a little bit. Also reduce the amount of batteries I have and stuff like that, so hopefully that all starts to work out a little bit better there. Alright, Super Meep here finally did it. You can see that the liquid is now flowing over here to this electrolyzer. So that is good. So that system will be up and running here, hopefully, pretty soon. See a little bit of hydrogen going up there. We'll turn that on. That'll power up the battery and get that, the juices flowing there. So I got a couple more of these systems all queued up, ready to go, so they can get up and running. And that'll all feed off the same, feed to the same hydrogen generator there. If that works out well, then I'll go ahead and increase the priority on the stuff over here. Just kind of, make that work a little bit more. It's probably where I should have started. It's a little bit closer, but whatever. Ha! I found myself another little hatch. I guess it was in this little, algae tile right here. Once I dug that out, this thing showed up. Don't know how to get it over to the area where I want it to be, but I think it'll just clean up after the mess table. Not bad. I think my puff is officially glitched out. Alright, so the amount of power I'm making at this point, 1,470 kilojoules. Wait. That's how much I've consumed. The amount I'm making, 2,869 kilojoules. Wow. So this is working. And if you look at the temperatures, it's actually been really stable this entire time. How about that? Not bad. 40 degrees Celsius. I'll take it. If anything, the problem I have here is that I have too much carbon dioxide and these things cannot keep up. There we go. Now I got several of these running. Let's see how this goes, huh? Goes a little bit of oxygen there. I do have these set a little bit higher, so I don't know if that'll happen. It might take a little bit in order to purge this stuff out of there. I'd say the only other thing I want to do here is maybe have another battery. Every once in a while, it seems like this thing's really wasting some power. Super Meep, how'd you get stuck over here? Oh, I gotcha. This thing. Just trying to commit suicide again. I got it. I got it. I got you all figured out. Ha! Alright, just reloaded the game. Now the Puft is up and running again. That actually caused some problems with all the gas, you know, trying to back up and everything. And this system down here just froze up completely. Like the game just kind of went, I don't know what to do. So, that happened. This system over here seems to be running really good, so I like that. You know what time it is, guys? I think it is finally time to bring in 49 more duplicants. Alrighty guys, well here we have it, 49 duplicants ready to join the map. The Super-Duper Duplicant Challenge has officially reached its next stage. Let's see what happens. Population 50. This is madness. Everybody's cold. So can I survive the stress? That's going to be the one problem. You know what another problem is going to be? I just noticed it. There's only one bathroom. Well, technically there's two. Oh my gosh, where are they all going? Straight into the they're all going to the algae terrarium, huh? Wow, okay. Well, if that thing isn't getting the attention it deserves, right? Okay. Look, not everybody needs to come over here to feed this thing. That shouldn't be step one. Where's Max going? What are you doing? Alright, well, good. I'm glad everybody gets to start off with about 5% stress because they went to the worst spot possible. Let's go ahead and make some bathrooms, alright? Jeez. Gosh, I do not have much in the way of resources. Well, good thing I got a lot of people that can dig. There we go. That's a lot of building instructions. Oh, I clicked the jobs button. As far as frost buns are concerned, yeah, we got a lot of these in the continuous category here. And everybody is probably going to go right down into that other horrible spot, which is right down here where it's going to be super cold. No, don't sweep ice. Don't sweep ice. Wherever that liquefied, no, undo that. Stop. Bad ice, go away. Oh my. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Everybody's suffocating. Stress levels. Beautiful. Love it. This is gonna need to be built. Things are gonna need to be dug. Alright. It's on, man. I can no longer focus on just one thing. I now need to focus on pretty much everything, all at the exact same time. Especially things like gold amalgam. I'm gonna need a lot of that, so better get your dig on. Oxygen generation is insufficient. Who would have thunk that? Oh, there's a lot of sweeping going on. What are people, oh my gosh, over here too? Okay, step one cannot be sweep. We'll have a day for sweeping, guys, but that day is not today. Please, find something else to do. See, this is why I made all these massage tables. Because I'm gonna need them all. So now I'm gonna be playing this game at the complete opposite, right? So, previously I had, you know, many cycles to do just about anything. Now I've got one cycle to do everything. So one cycle is gonna take forever now that I have to play it pretty much at 1-to-1 speed. Because of all this, you know, just everything going on. At least it's become quite a challenge. I mean, that's a good thing. At no point, though, am I ever generating more than like 20 frames per second now. Previously, it was because the game was moving so fast. Now it's because so much game is moving. I need somebody who's going to be good at digging. Just digging. Hey, looks like Meeps. Meeps, your job is to dig. Joshua, you're the only one here, so you're gonna harvest and mop and why not deliver? Oh no, we gotta trust Bubbles to cook? We're all doomed. So let's just follow Meep as compared to everybody else here. Look at him go. Delivering, built, freezing, teleporting. Okay, I need access to start digging over this way a little bit more. There's going to be a lot of digging going on. I mean, that's for sure. Oh, we got people that don't have any place to sleep? How is that even possible? I thought everybody has a little bed in here. Look at them all, they're all going to sleep. Now we're gonna find out that everybody's really noisy. How am I even gonna sort this? There's no way. It would be nice if over here they said noisy or not. That would be a good addition to the game, just so we could understand when you get like really, really large maps. Right now, the best I can do is kind of deconstruct some of these cots so that they have to go somewhere else. So hopefully I'll get enough resources to make, you know, the rest of this oxygen, because I really need to make sure I have enough oxygen. That's kind of important. Now, there's a lot of people here that don't have a mess table. So I have to assign one to each person. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while. It's important though, these things are, oh, there they go. Whoop. Now they found a spot. Not everybody has a mess table though. Oh boy, the bathrooms are in full swing now. So here we go, do we have enough food for everybody? Or can I make enough food? What about the bathroom? How's the liquid system working? Come on. Seems to be working alright. Alright. Oh, come on. Who's making a mess around here? Oh, no. The flood. The flood. Oh, and it's all over the food. Oh, this isn't good. I thought I had enough bathrooms. I mean, look at how much flushing is going on. It's a problem when they all spawn at the same time. 50 duplicants need to pee at the exact same moment. That's alright. I kind of knew that was going to be a problem. That's why I put mesh tiles there. My sleet wheat. Okay, my sleet wheat grain is at 20,000, so that's quite high. For a moment there, I was like, "That's low." I don't know why I thought that was low. All right, here we go. Another night. Nobody's died yet. That's kind of impressive, at least in my book. Did make enough food between cycles, so that's good. I haven't really addressed this problem down here yet, though. I need to get more of these Wheezeworts, and I need to arrange them better. I think every 3 Wheezeworts, every 3 planter boxes, I need a Wheezewort. I think is how that really needs to play out. But there's several more that I can get right down here, so we will make that a priority. So I can go ahead and do that. It's nice to have all this, you know, all these people are willing to do stuff. To have resources and stuff like that. Here we go. We could just do a little digging action there. A little more dig action right there, and I'll get to another one. Ha! Luckily I can kind of live off of algae for a while I build all of the hydrogen, so, you know, that'll be good. Be a bit of a lifesaver there. I even got more of it, and plus I got so many people that can go out and dig. I can really make a good move on that. Seems like a lot of duplicates are hanging out down here, so I will attempt to add more oxygen down here for now. Eventually I'm going to need to have all of this hydrogen running, you know, everywhere, but there's a good chance I'm going to need a lot of these, just a whole bunch of them. There we go. Built some emergency outhouses. Need a little bit more bathrooms just in case. The temperatures, if anything, are really remaining cool. So that's kind of good to see. And the sleet wheat, you know, it's not really going down that much. 19,637. Now, don't get me wrong, this stuff isn't really growing as well as it could, but I don't know. We'll see what happens there. At least I got food. Pretty soon I'll have to plumb hot water into this area over here to kind of make these toilets function a little bit better. And at some point I'll have to solve this amount of polluted water down here. Have some sort of other refinery that's making it into fertilizer. For the most part, a lot of people are not that stressed out. There are a few, but it's good to see that it isn't going crazy. You know, and when it does get a little bit chaotic here, I'll just fire up a lot of these massage tables, which are, you know, hopefully self-run by other people that are going to jump on the manual generators. I would say the one problem I'm still having, though, is the amount of oxygen that's being produced is not terribly high. It could definitely be higher. Okay guys, that's all I have time for tonight. The Super-Duper challenge, I think, has been relatively successful at this point. I have 50 duplicants in here, and I'm continuing to work on it. It seems like things are under control. The one problem I have is that I'm just a little bit under the amount of oxygen production I need in total. However, these systems over here are producing oxygen. It takes a lot more than, you know, what I currently have, so I might end up making a little bit bigger system somewhere at some point. But right now, I'm in an okay position. I just gotta work on that one single problem, which is, you know, how much oxygen do I have? The other thing I really need to work on is this sleet wheat farm down here. I gotta get this colder, so I got enough duplicants. I can divide the labor, right? So I can get more of these wheezeworts, cool this down, and also bring in a lot more oxygen to this space, you know, by using these electrolyzers and stuff like that. So I think I'm in a good shape here. So that's looking pretty good. At any rate, that's all I have time for tonight. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this little episode of Oxygen Not Included, let me know down there in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for all of your support lately. It's been absolutely awesome. Stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar out.